Hi everybody, so today we have with us a very special guest, Marissa Papaconstantinou. She is our October Face of Bold Courage, and we are so excited to chat with her today.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. So I was born missing my right foot, so I wear a prosthetic in my day-to-day life. I'm considered a Symes amputee, and it's actually crazy because my parents throughout the entire pregnancy did not know that I was missing a limb and that I had a disability, and so it was kind of a big surprise when I was born. But they knew how to incorporate me into just being a normal human being was through sport. When I was 3 years old, I started soccer, and I played with all able-bodied kids, but track was always something that I always wanted to try, but I didn't have the right equipment for it. And so when I was 12 years old, I was able to get my very first running prosthetic, and that's when I made a goal to compete at the Paralympic Games. And I've competed in 3 Paralympic Games since, and I won a bronze medal in Tokyo in 2021.
Sports do a crazy thing.
They do. You never know what potential someone can have if you just encourage them and let them kind of be them.
How has having a disability affected your day-to-day life?
I think growing up, it was always just having to go to prosthetic appointments. I was growing constantly, but then also just very reckless, so I would break devices constantly. So I was just in and out of appointments all the time, and sometimes your leg's too swollen and you can't put it on, and then you're stuck with a leg for a day and you have to kind of make it work. Very lucky that it hasn't stopped me from doing a lot of the things that I wanted to do. I get my devices made at Holland Bloorview's Rehabilitation Center for children, and every time I go there, I'm reminded of how fortunate and lucky I am, because it allowed me to experience a life that I probably wouldn't have gotten to experience if I had 2 legs. Yeah.
I think people should tell their story more. So as a Paralympic athlete with a visible disability, you were kind of forced to tell your story, or kind of pushed. Did you want to share it, and why?
That's a really good question. I feel like I haven't actually been asked that before. As someone that was allowed to be myself and feel really confident, I've always felt okay with sharing. You get the odd stares when you're walking out in public, and I understood that people look and they ask questions because they're curious. And I've always been very open about sharing because I think it just allows to educate more people, and so that it becomes a more normalized thing in society versus oh my god, that person looks so different, that's so crazy. Not a crazy thing, it's just also normal, and it's just a different lived experience.
What role does courage play in your life as an athlete?
Ooh. What I do on a regular basis requires a lot of courage and bravery, because it's not just putting yourself out there, but it's putting yourself through a lot of pain on a day-to-day basis, growing as an individual, and often looking inward. And I think track specifically, all eyes are on you, and it's all on you at the end of the day. So I've had to fail and fail and fail before I could experience some success.
Charity, would you like to add to our contribution list?
So Holland Bloorview is an incredible place that helped make me into the person that I am today. I've had every single prosthetic device made there since I was 8 months old and I started to walk, up until my high performance running blades, and cater to so many different disabilities. It just cannot receive enough support, in my opinion, because it just makes a difference in so many people's lives.
For everybody watching, if you would like to purchase from us, please select Marissa's charity so you can donate your 5% to Holland Bloorview.